A foolish man may be known by 6 things: anger without cause, speech without profit, change without progress, inquiry without object, putting trust in a stranger, and mistaking foes for friends. A house divided cannot stand. A known mistake is better than an unknown truth. A paradise without people is not worth stepping foot in. A pebble can support a barrel. A secret is like a dove: when it leaves my hand it takes wing. A sense of humor is the pull that adds balance to our steps as we walk the tightrope of life. A tree begins with a seed. Actions speak louder than words. An envious person is the unhappiest. Anger begins with madness, but ends in regret. Arrogance is a weed that grows mostly on a dunghill. Ask the experienced rather than learned. Ask your purse what you should buy. Avoid that which requires an apology. Avoid the company of liars, but if you can't, don't believe them. Avoid things that will require an apology. Be patient and you'll get what you want. Be wary around your enemy once, and your friend 1,000 times. A double-crossing friend knows more about what harms you. Believe what you see and lay aside what you hear. Beware the level-headed person if they're angry. Close the door that brings in the wind and relax. Determination is the key to everything. Discipline your son when he's young, and be his friend when he grows up. Do not buy either the moon or the news, for in the end they will both come out. Do not delay today's work for tomorrow. Do not eat your bread on somebody else's table. Don't seize beans until they are on the measuring scale. Even if friend is honey, don't lick them all up. Every rooster crows on its own dunghill. Everyone is critical of the flaws of others, but blind to their own. Experimentation is the greatest science. Falseness lasts an hour, the truth lasts until the end of time. Far from sight, far from the heart. Flip the jar on its mouth, and the daughter comes out like her mother. Forgetting is the plague of knowledge. Give your friends your money and your blood, but don't justify yourself. Your enemies won't believe it, and your friends won't need it. Go with the lesser of two evils. Good health is a crown worn by the healthy that only the ill can see. He makes a dome out of a grain. He who desires the top must sit up many nights. He who digs a pit for his brother falls into it. He who sees the calamity of other people finds his own calamity light. He whose house is made of glass should not throw stones at people. I curse my own child, but I hate whoever says amen. If speaking was of silver, then silence is of gold. If you are charitable, you are rich. If you have an opinion, you better be determined. If you're unable to reward, then make sure to thank. Ignorance is the most terrible acquaintance. In haste there is regret, but in patience and care there is peace and safety. It's better to avoid mistakes altogether than do something that you should apologize for after. It's better to fix what you have than wait to get what you don't have. Keeping a secret is a commitment. Lack of intelligence is the greatest poverty. Laugh, and the world laughs with you. Weep, and you weep alone. Laughing without a reason is rude. Lying is a disease, and truth is a cure. Make distance between you and every dirtiness. Necessity is the mother of invention. No crowd ever waited at the gates of patience. Oh, bald man, we're confused about where to kiss you. One will not attain everything he wishes for. The winds blow unlike what the ships wish for. Opinion comes before the bravery of the braves. Person of 2 minds is a liar, and a person of 3 minds is a hypocrite. Receiving blows from a stick is not the same as counting them. Rooster dies with his eye still on the dunghill. Send a wise man, don't advise him. Shoemaker is barefoot, and the weaver is naked. Silence is the sign of approval. The best answer will come from the person who is not angry. The crooked furrow is caused by the big bowl. The end result of a good deed is a slap with the palms. The envious were created just to be infuriated. The fruit of timidity is neither gain nor loss. The key to everything is determination. The monkey is a gazelle in the eyes of his mother. The stingy have large porches and little morality. The straw that broke the camel's back. The stupid might want to help you, but they just ended up hurting you. The world is like a belly dancer, it dances a little while for everyone. There is always something to learn from experimentation. Think of the going out before you enter. Tomorrow is close if you have patience. Visit rarely, and you will be more loved. Walk in a funeral procession, not in a marriage. Wealth comes like a turtle and runs away like a gazelle. What is learned in youth is carved in stone. When brains were passed out, everyone was pleased with his brains. But when fortunes were given out, no one was satisfied with his fortune. When it comes to the stomach, the mindset is lost. Whoever gets burned by soup, blows on yogurt. Whoever has a head wound keeps feeling it. Winds blow counter to what the ship wants. Wishing does not make a poor man rich. You are striking cold iron. This means you're trying to change something that you can't. When brains were passed out, everyone was pleased with his brains. But when fortunes were given out, no one was satisfied with his fortune. You should be worried if a level-headed person gets angry. If you stay calm, you are wise, but if you have a hot temper, you only show how stupid you are. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. What is bred in the bone cannot come out of the flesh. Birds of a feather flock together. One man's meat is another man's poison. Never trust on unknown hands, you will never know how they stand by you and backstab with their brains. A bad neighbor is a misfortune, as much as a good one is a great blessing. If you humble yourself too much, you will get trampled on. Better to have an enemy who slaps you in the face than a friend who you in the back. Oddly, the English equivalent is actually the opposite meaning, never judge a book by its cover. I hope you have not been leading a double life, pretending to be wicked and being really good all the time. That would be hypocrisy. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to know your worth. Remember that good intentions pave many roads, not all of them lead to hell. A reputation once broken may possibly be repaired, but the world will always keep their eyes on the spot where the crack was. You can get over $1 million worth of life insurance in case you die, but only $8 to $10 an hour to live. Some people just don't get that. I'll rather talk to a wall than them. Someone who can't appreciate good things can't see quality. Paranoia plays into all of us. Trust is a terrifying idea of not knowing who we can rely on. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.